All right, what's up, YouTube? So this is going to be a round one match at Magic and Monsters locals between me and my opponent. This is round one of the match, and this is going to be a new type of video. This is going to be like a live commentary, post match, kind of like me going over the game with a live com. And yeah, I wanted to try to do this because I know I had people telling me that they would like to see this kind of content, and I figured that it'd be really good because it's also a way to like analyze the game and to kind of catch misplays that I make, and to also just kind of give good, insightful things related to the matches and how to improve myself. But also, if you guys watch these kind of videos of me pointing out misplays that I did, or maybe my opponent, just to kind of just analyze what things can go wrong as the player making the right decisions or wrong decisions, and the consequences and repercussions that could result in making misplays like that. But it's natural, it's part of the game. I think part of this channel, what I want to do is I want to not only make this game look more interesting and exciting, and I mean, the game is very exciting and fun, but just to make it like look more exciting and make it more entertaining, but also to help you guys get better and give some like coaching tips and stuff, because I have had some success in this game, so I kind of have a good understanding of still how to play. But nowadays I don't play as much, so I think that these kind of live commentary games will also help me get better, because I'll be able to analyze my games and correct those mistakes that I do. Because these matches, this tournament that I played, I made a lot of mistakes, but I learned a lot as well, and I definitely think that if I was to play another tournament tomorrow, like today, I would definitely play a lot better. I would definitely have a lot better card choices. There were some cards that I missed in this list of Dragapult. I am playing Dragapult Dusknoir, and my opponent is playing a Future Box list that I do think Future Box actually has a pretty good spot in the metagame right now, with how popular Guardian and Dragapult have been running around. And the deck still has like the full support engine and can play really well, I feel like, through Badu for the most part, because you can go turn one Rhydon, as you can see him doing right now, getting the turn one attach. However, he does not have Iron Crowns to be able to knock this Duskull out, which is very, very like a very big feels bad kind of moment, honestly, because you want to get that turn one knockout, right? You want to take the first prize, start putting pressure, and then also get rid of my lone Duskull, right? Like, if you get rid of this Duskull, I don't have any more Duskulls to use potentially next turn or like for a while. So yeah, you always want the first knockout. And honestly, like, I'm gonna be I need to point this out. He actually told me after the game that he had a major decklist error where he built the deck, and he said that he mistakenly put 3 iron leaves instead of 3 iron crowns, so his deck was pretty much unplayable, because like if you don't have Iron Crown, the deck is just like can't even function. And he had like no grass energies either to even like attack with Iron Leaves, so it's unfortunately a bad sample of the deck, and I definitely felt bad for him, because I know he like meant to put Iron Crowns in his list, but he just, mistakes happen, we like, especially in the deck building process. I've been in that short end of the stick where I try to build a deck last minute and I forget like obvious card choices like a switch or some Earthen Vessel. I think Earthen Vessel has been a card I always forget when I build decks last second, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't Arvin for an Earthen Vessel because I forgot to put an Earthen Vessel on my deck. So it could definitely be very common. And here he goes for Nest Ball. I mean, he's playing Future Box, so this is kind of where I think he kind of realizes, like, oh, wait, I don't have Crown in my list, and it's just kind of a big oof moment. But yeah, he gets another Miraidon. I mean, I don't think getting another Miraidon is really ideal. Like, inherently, you want to have like a board full of crowns, so you can start doing one-shot numbers with your Miraidon onto baby Pokemon, and then for peak acceleration, and then you can start doing a lot of damage with Iron Hands as well, because you also have Amp View very much, but you also have the Arm Press attack, which can do 160. Alone, but with the damage modifiers with the Future Booster Capsule, plus the Iron Crown damages that stack with Iron Crown, it could definitely be make a big difference in terms of your knockouts. So I definitely think that this board he has currently is honestly not optimal, but like I said, not making that decklist error, it's definitely tough. But I really did like his inclusion with the Iron Thorns. I think Iron Thorns is actually like a pretty interesting card right now in the metagame. Definitely, I was kind of interested in his list when I saw him playing. Like once I saw the Thorns and I saw like he's playing Future Box and everything, I'm like, huh, this looks like it could actually could become a pretty good deck in the have a good spot in the metagame right now. So I was definitely interested to see how his deck played, but I mean, honestly, once I saw the crowns not in the deck, it definitely really ruined the deck. But other than that, he still tried to play it out, fair enough, and he's letting the Iron Hands powered up, which I think is yeah, the right thing you want to do. I didn't really understand putting energy on the Miraidon. I mean, I guess inherently, if I knock out his Miraidon, he's probably going to think I'm going to knock out Miraidon. But no, in this point, my mind is on trapping the Iron Hands with no energies and to start going after his two prizers, because those are the main threats that I'm afraid of. So especially Iron Hands, but yeah, always countering catcher Iono on a 4 retreat cost Mon is always going to be like very tasty as a Dragapult player. So I think that, yeah, my mind was totally on that, but I could imagine that he probably thought like, oh, maybe I need to attach another Miraidon in case it gets knocked out, so I have another one attack, and then set up a 2-shot on a Pult. But I honestly think that like if I get Pult set up and it's going like before he's taken like, and he's only taking one prize card, I think I'm like ultimately super favored because he has no way to one-shot Dragapult with the Future Box list at that point, and I mean, his best bet is to like boss around the Pult and to like go after one prizers with Iron Hands. And like I said, like to just put pressure really, really fast. I think if he can't accomplish that, it's probably going to be like a loss, honestly, because yeah, Pult can win games super fast. Like once Pult is set up and attacking, it wins in like 2 or 3 turns. No more than 3 turns if you put your damage correctly, and there's no shenanigans of like healing or whatever type of Turo scenarios kind of things. But yeah, we got our Pult running, we got our energy, we got our Iono counter catcher. We're gonna start attacking with the max Phantom Dive. But before we Phantom Dive, we do want to establish our board a little bit better. I think this is what I'm trying to do right now. Yeah, get another Dreepy for another potential Dracloak, because Dracloak is still like a draw engine. I do a play that's kind of questionable. I don't know if I should have just went for like, I'm gonna Phantom Dive and like start spreading some damage. It's gonna be a little weird because what I have in my mind is, okay, I'm obviously gonna put damage on the Iron Hands on the bench to have that in range, but I actually have Lucha in hand, so what I do is I put 1 damage on the Iron Hands and 1 damage on one of the Miraidons. I don't know which one is better, if it's better to go for the Lightning Energy Miraidon or Psychic Energy, but I just choose the Psychic better, just sake of time. And yeah, so I put 2 damage on the Iron Hands because I already had 1 because of Halucha, and then I did the rest on that Miraidon, so leaving it at 6 damage, a total of 5 damage counters on it, so it's at 60 HP, which means that it's in range of getting Phantom Dive knocked out. So what I had in my mind, what I had here of thinking is going, okay, I'm gonna Phantom Dive the Iron Hands that has all the energies to knock it out, and then knock out the Miraidon on the bench, and then eventually go for like a Dusknoir to finish off the other Miraidon, and then to go Phantom Dive onto the other Iron Hands for the last prizes. I don't know if this is correct though. I don't know if I should have just done damage on the Thorns instead of even going after the Miraidon, but I felt like that was probably the most efficient way to do it. But I didn't know that he played Bravery Charm his list, so in a way it's like I guess he kind of denied me from doing that play at this point. But I mean, I'm not gonna really know his list, especially early on in the format where we don't really like have optimal lists yet. I mean, there was a regionals that happened, so I guess that kind of makes it more obvious now, but still I don't recall seeing a Future Box list at the regionals that placed very highly, so I didn't really like know what to expect. So yeah, here we're going for, I think yeah, he just passed, he didn't have a way to retreat, so the counter catcher I owned really screwed him over from the looks of it, because yeah, passing like that is like probably at that point, if you pass like that against Dragapult when they're attacking, I think it's pretty much like an auto concession at that point, because like you really don't have like it's pretty much over. Like at that point, Dragapult's like gonna accumulate way too much damage, and there's pretty much like the deck is pretty much in a checkmate position at this point, where it's like yeah, you're just there's no hope, and yeah, it's definitely like pretty bad. But from our part, we go for an Arvin. Yeah, we're just trying to set up, make sure that we're like fully set up for like Ionos or any like random stuff. So I usually tend to do this kind of stuff where I just try to like make sure that I'm fully set up for anything to come for like any comeback cards. But that's more my play style. I think that's just like, oh, it's always good just to be on the safer side. So yeah, like I established a Dusknoir. I have the Dusknoir ready. Um, just in case, like, once it's time to pop it up and to go for that 13 damage counters, it's already ready to go. And then I think here he just, yeah, he concedes.